Well, good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you to our 2021-2022 school year open house. This open house will communicate all details that are needed for our 2021-2022 school year. I want to first, again, welcome you and introduce myself. I'm Tawana Wiggins, the high school principal, and we have here with us our assistant principal, Mr. Jamal Young.
Good evening, everybody. Nice to see everyone today.
I want to take a moment to also introduce our leadership team. We have our Director of College Career and Counseling Services, Mr. William Livingston.
Hello, everyone.
We also have our Science Department Chair, Mrs. Renee Naganagwan.
Good evening, everybody.
Our Math Department Chair, Ms. Belanco Jones.
Good evening, everybody.
We have our Exceptional Children's Chair, Ms. Tanisha Reddish.
Hello, everyone.
We have our History Department Chair, Mrs. Janine Carrington.
Good evening, everyone.
Our English Department Chair, Ms. Makeda Johnson.
Good evening, everybody.
And we have our World Language and Arts Elective Department Chair, Ms. Monique Douglas.
Good evening, everybody.
And we have our CTE, which is Career and Technical Education, and our Electives Chair, Mrs. Jessica Beamer.
Hello, everyone.
Once again, we welcome you and thank you so much for joining us during our open house today. We're going to go ahead and begin. We want to let you know that this will be recorded and placed on our school website, as well as our social media. If you missed anything, you can always refer back to the recording. In addition, please do keep your mics muted so that you don't miss anything. There will definitely be time for questions. You can post them in the chat and our leadership will answer all questions as we're going through. They will also be dropping some links in the chat for your review as we navigate through today's presentation and also get you to being able to view your classes, get information you need for your classes and your supplies. We want to start by just informing you of our new beginnings. Those freshmen have not been able to be at our campus, so therefore you would have not been able to really experience the changes that we're discussing. You didn't even get a chance to come over for our 8th grade night, but parents who are on the line, we did start our campus off with 2 buildings and some modulars in the back. To accommodate for the growth that we're having with our freshman class and just the growth overall, we decided back in 2019 to start building to accommodate for that growth. So what you see in the front and highlighted on the bottom of the screen is our new 2-story building that is currently in construction. This building will be fully modeled with 2 science labs, additional classrooms, allowing us to also accommodate all students. And our old main building will also have a fully functioning kitchen, which will also be a multi-purpose room. We still will have the annex building, which will have classrooms there as well. Due to COVID, we were not able to complete construction in the timely fashion that we would have liked to. So we have made some modifications and adjustments, but we want to let you know that we are still moving along with having school and we are excited about being in person and also when we have the opportunity to occupy our new space. Summer packets did go out in June. If you did not receive a summer packet, please call the high school. You also can access the information and access digital copies of the summer packet on the school's website under the high school tab for the school website.
Give me the damn phone.
Stop yelling at me.
Give me the phone.
Ms. Wiggins, you are muted.
Thank you, I apologize. In the summer package, you want.
He keeps muting.
I'm not sure why.
Wiggins, you're on mute.
Oh, I understand. I see what's happening. Leadership, you're muting. When you're muting everyone as they're coming in, you're muting me as well. So I can mute everyone so that I don't get muted. Thank you guys for managing that. The student schedule is something you want to look at prior to starting school. So make sure you look at your student schedule online through PowerSchool as of August 20th, as there may be some changes or some last minute needed changes. So be sure to look at your digital PowerSchool schedule and not just your paper schedule so that they match up and you're going to the right location. The other thing that you want to look at is your meal application. The meal application that was sent to you in the summer packet is not the updated meal application. So it's important to visit the website and click on the digitized version so that you can complete the meal application for school. We want to keep you informed on how to stay informed throughout the school year. There's a lot of information that is going to be sent out, and a lot of communication happens throughout the school year. So we want to make sure that you are always up to date. Ways that you can stay informed are through our website. Always, always, always check the website. We do all call messages, so please make sure that our office has your updated information, email, and telephone number. There's also going to be a parent and student portal that you have already noticed on our school website where you can log in, and more details will come for that. I do a principal newsletter every month, so please be on the lookout for that, as it will also be posted on the website, sent via an all-call, and also sent in an all-call message, excuse me. Remind messages also will be communicated. As of right now, we're doing an all-school remind message, and teachers will also have remind as well. All school remind messages inboxes are not monitored, so please do not reply to those messages as no one is looking at those. In addition, you want to always call the high school if you need updated information. Just contact us and we'll be excited to help you. For the first day of school, it is Monday, August 23rd. We want to make sure that you are all updated with that information. The elementary and middle school, K-8, they start school this Monday, the 16th, but high school will start school on Monday, August 23rd. Keep in mind, there is a teacher workday on Friday, August 27th. And for the most recent updated information or calendar, you can always visit our website and you'll see all days for school and information regarding school. For our school plan, we are in a hybrid setting because of construction and we do not have access to our full campus. So until fall break, which begins October the 15th, after students leave for fall break, we will be under the hybrid schedule where Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, our 9th and 10th graders will be in person. On Wednesdays, our 9th and 10th graders will be virtual. Our juniors and seniors will come in person on Wednesdays, and they will be virtual Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. When we return after fall break, which is November the 2nd, all students will return in person. Students will be able to access their teachers' Zooms via the student portal, which I'll discuss more information about that in a moment. How do you prepare for school? Please make sure that you purchase your uniform shirts. The uniform company has told us that they have plenty in stock, so be sure to purchase your uniform. You can do so online, or you can actually go to the location, and Mr. Young will discuss that in a little bit more detail. Make sure you pick up your technology, purchase your supplies. All supplies should include headphones, so please make sure all students have a set of headphones for their supplies. Be sure to check your PowerSchool for your most recent schedule. And you want to also click on the What's My Schedule from the high school's page or any teacher's page. Be sure to also log into your student portal, which will be available Thursday, August the 18th, for you to get details on how to access your teacher's Zoom classes. When you look at What's My Schedule, which is located on the high school page and all of the teachers' websites, it's going to tell you what time you need to be in class, how do you check for updated schedule, when you are in person versus when you're virtual, where do you need to go the first week of school, what's your daily schedule, and when you are virtual, how do you access Zoom classes. It will also give you a breakdown on how to get into your student portal. That student portal access is the same for parents once you all are uploaded into the system. For the first week of school, we will be on a modified schedule, which we call the WILDCAT Time Blue schedule. This schedule is for all students who are remote and in person. During this time, all students will start by going to their homeroom class. So when you arrive at school, or if you're virtual, you will Zoom into your homeroom class. That information will be located on your schedule to who your homeroom teacher is. Please pay close attention to the times for the high school as it is different from last year. We are no longer on the same schedule as the K-8 main campus. Students must report to class by 7:15. Anytime after 7:15, students are late. During the time of our hybrid schedule, everyone will be on an A lunch schedule. So lunchtime will be from 11:05 to 11:35 the first week of school because we are on the modified schedule. After the first week of school, we will be under this schedule where students will not report to their homeroom, but they will go to their first block as their first class of the day. We will remain on an A lunch schedule. And during that time, lunch will be from 10:30 until 11 o'clock. I am proud to announce that additional to students taking classes with our fabulous faculty and staff, there are also partnerships that we have where students will have the opportunity to take classes. We have a wonderful partnership with Johnson C. Smith, where some students will have the opportunity to take classes in a dual enrollment setting with Johnson C. Smith. Students will also participate in some courses with the Junior Achievement, as well as North Carolina School of Science and Mathematics and Central Piedmont Community College. I'll turn it over to Mr. Young.
Good evening, everybody. One thing I want to definitely cover is the technology component. Our technology, we are a one-to-one school in regards to technology devices. Students will have access to SCCS devices once they do get to the school. Personal laptops cannot be permitted. The reason why is because you're talking about our firewall system, and we want to make sure that we're protecting our servers and our systems with unnecessary activity from personal devices. So it's very important that your student cannot bring their personal device. If you can look at below, you see the device pickup time frame in regards to the time that you can actually pick up your devices. Ladies and gentlemen, I do ask that you definitely take the time to write that information down because that will be occurring next week where you have an opportunity to bring in your devices and get a new one, as well as making sure you have the proper ID to pick up your devices. And within your summer packet was a technology form that you must have completed as well, along with a user fee of $45 that is mandatory. Go on to the next slide, please. Transportation, again, the routes you will have to look and refer to your summer packet. If you did not receive a summer packet, please take the time to reach out and email the school, and we'll have that information where you can send an email to so we can make sure you do get your necessary information. If you need to change your address, again, you need to visit the website at www.sugarcreek.org under resources, and that happens if you have to change your address in regards of your route. Again, the transportation will go into greater details in regards of what you need to do with the change of address as well as the turnaround time as well. Now, one of the things with transportation, due with guidelines in regards of going on surrounding COVID, we will have mandated assigned seats. What's different this year is that high school students will be transported to and from the high school only. I know in the past years, we had a stop off at main campus and from main campus, and we would bring the students to the high school campus, and that happened in the morning as well in the afternoon. All drop-offs and pickups are occurring only at the high school campus. Below is the address for the high school campus. Again, I ask that you definitely take the time to write that down and make sure you know the complete address when you come and dropping off your scholar. Getting back to the basics and what we're talking about, we are uniform school. Your child, that has not changed, although we are now getting back into the building. The uniforms must adhere, students must adhere to the uniform. If you are a freshman, you have a button-up shirt, yellow, as well as a tie that goes for the male and females. If you go to this is what the uniform look like for the men. You must have khaki bottoms, and you must have all black shoes with white or black socks. Jean jackets, other designer jackets will not be permitted if they're not the school color. We do go through Flint O'Hare. Flint O'Hare has a large amount of inventory just based on the fact that we were not in session last year live. So you can definitely go on there to definitely order your stuff from Flint O'Hare. But again, we are a uniform school. Your child must be in uniform as soon as they arrive. 10th graders, you are the polo shirts. And this is a picture of the polo shirt. It's a short sleeve shirt. And again, it would definitely have the school information on the logo on the side of the shirt that you can order from Flint O'Hare. You continue on. Now, Part of our discipline plan is a progressive discipline plan where we will be incorporated a system of merit and demerit. It's very important that you know that your child will be held to a high standard. We know this is unique for many of our students and the sophomores and freshmen that have not actually touched the high school building yet, but we do have a progressive discipline plan with the system in place that rewards merits and demerits. We have incorporated what your child may be used to in regards to PBIS from the main campus, where we have certain acknowledgements that we definitely have for our students who meet the threshold for merits and demerits as well. Spirit wear, that's something that's new and that's part of it. If you can write down this resource, this is where you can order your spirit gear for your scholar as well. You parents, you can order stuff for yourself. This is something that you write down the website at www.sugarcreek.org. Resources/spirit. This is where you can definitely order your materials and tools that you can have that represents our school logo, which has changed this year, as well as just having school pride. Another thing that's a component of our progressive discipline plan happens to be Stay Ready. Your students come from the main campus where they have stars, but with Stay Ready, it stands for respect, engagement, dedicated, and integrity. That's a major component of the culture that we're building here at the Sugar Creek Charter High School, J. Frank Martin campus, excuse me. That's something that an expectation that your students will be held to as well throughout the building and even in their courses, as well as when they're attending school virtually. With the CDC guidelines that we have put in place, we are a mask mandated school. Your scholars are required to wear masks once they enter on the bus. Vaccinations are not required. We will follow all guidelines, and we have done an outstanding job of communicating with you, the parents, if any changes do occur. One of the things that we have changed this year is regards to visitors. That means if you want to bring your child lunch, normally we will have a situation where we allow parents to have lunch with their scholar. This has changed. So when you drop off food, you will not be allowed to access the building past the point of the secretary desk, which is Ms. Nunez. COVID protocols, we will be sending home, so you're fully aware of what are the requirements when your scholar touches on campus. I ask that each and every one of you, and this is something that we will probably be touching on the first day as well, that you reference the student handbooks, a parent and student handbook, and this goes over the expectations as well as policy for the high school environment. Again, this is a change for you and your scholar because of the fact that for the 9th graders, this is your first year of high school, and for our sophomores, this is their first official time touching on the high school campus. The signature is required on both parents and students. On remote days, students are required to follow their school schedule as well. There will be sports information that will be communicated in the near future. I know a lot of scholars are wondering about the upcoming season, what's going to happen in regards to participation, as well as you, the parents, as well. But anything with sports, we will be communicating that once we get our information from the athletic director, Mr. Walls. Contact information. I know Ms. Wiggins touched on this earlier, but again, with our school contact information, parents, it's very important that you do write down these key pieces of information, as well as the office number and the school email. Again, if you did not receive any type of summer packet, or you did not locate it, or did you not get it, please email the following address below, so that way we are notified and we can take the necessary steps to make sure you get the information before the start of school.
Thank you, Mr. Young. We're going to discuss the open house rotation.